Hello guys, welcome to Code Studio. In this session, we will try to perform the exploratory data analysis and build the machine learning model to predict the gold price. It will be a supervised machine learning, and this model will try to solve the regression problem like predict the gold price based on the other stock prices. We will build the model based on the gold data set given by the kaggle.com. So let us go to the kaggle.com and download the data set. So here is the URL to download the data set. Before downloading the data set, let us understand what are the columns it has. This dataset has following columns: a date, SPX, gold, USO United States Oil, silver, and the last one is currency pair quotation of euro against USD. In this dataset, we need to predict the gold price. So in our case, the gold price column will be our label, and the remaining columns will act as a features. Now let us download this dataset. We will work on following stages of data science. Like the first one is data collection, where we will download the dataset from the Kaggle and read the dataset using Python Pandas library. As we have already downloaded the dataset from the Kaggle, now we need to write a Python code to read the dataset. Now the next one would be EDA, where we will perform the exploratory data analysis on a given dataset and we'll come up with some takeaways. The third one is feature engineering, where we will try to handle the like missing values, categorical feature, remove outliers, and if needed, we'll also create a new features. The second last one is a model selection. In this stage, we will perform the model selection technique using a k-fold cross-validation and a grid search or a randomized search CV hyperparameter tuning technique. Okay. And finally, we will build a model. So let us get started. So here is a Jupyter notebook where I have placed all the code required to perform the EDA as well as the model building. In this section, I'm just explaining, what is the data set, what are the columns it has, and where you can download the data set. This URL will also be updated in the description box. In this section, we are just importing the required libraries to read the data set and perform the EDA, also to show the some graphs. So let us run this. Create a data frame, see the data. Now we can read the data set. Let us understand the structure of the data set. So basically, there are 5 columns which are floating or numerical, and the last one is the object or the date type parameter column. Now you can check the number of rows and columns using a shape method. So the dataset has 2290 rows and 6 columns. Now let us understand the numerical columns and its behaviors. So these are my numerical features, and these are the stats of those features. Now let us understand the category feature and its unique values. So basically, date feature is a non-numerical column. Okay. So in a given data set, these many are the features, and this one is our label. Now let us perform the exploratory data analysis. In this, we are going to perform these many activities. Okay. The first one is the finding the unwanted columns. So in our given data set, so there is no unwanted columns. So I just noted down the takeaway, that is no unwanted column. Now the next activity is finding a missing values. So here is the code to find the missing values from the given data set. So let me run. So it gives me the results of no missing values found. So the takeaway would be no missing values. So now the third step is finding the features with having only one value. So for that I written the code like this. Okay. So you can see the unique values. Okay. So there is no one feature available with the one value. Now let us understand or explore the categorical feature from given data set. So here is the code. So basically, date is non-numerical. We can treat it as a categorical feature. Let me run one more code. So the feature is date and number of categories are unique of 2290. It means we have only one non-numerical column or feature. Now the step 5 and step 6 is not applicable to our given data set, because only the date with having it to the unique values. There is no use of performing these two steps. Now the seventh step is explore the numerical features. In numerical features, we can have two types of numerical features. One is descript, and the next one is the continuous. So let's find how many numerical features we have. So basically we have 4 features of numerical type. Okay. So this is the takeaway noted down. Out of these 4 numerical features, let us understand how many are discrete type. So basically there is no discrete type feature available. Now let us find the continuous numerical features. So here is the code for that. So there are 4 columns which are the type of continuous feature. So this is the the takeaway noted down. Now let us see the distribution of continuous features. Okay, so here is the code. Okay, let us plot a graph and say understand the distribution of these continuous features. So here is the distribution of these continuous features. So let's note down the takeaway from this. So it seems the SPX, SVL, and the the EUR/USD distributions are normally, but the USO, okay, heavily skewed towards right and seems to be have some outliers. Okay, now understand the relation between the continuous numerical features and the label. So here is the code for that. Now let's note down some takeaways from these graphs. So it seems the SLV, that is a silver feature, is heavily linearly progressing with the gold. You can see this graph, right? So it's linearly progressing with the gold. Now the next step is the finding the outliers in a numerical feature. For that, here is the code. So these are the box plots. So let us note down the takeaways from this box plot and find the outliers. So it seems like USO and SLV has some outliers, okay, which can be removed in our feature engineering section. Now the next step is the explore the correlation between the numerical features. So let us understand the relation between these numerical features. Using correlation method and heat map, okay, we can draw this correlation graph to understand the correlation between these features. Okay, so we have one more piece of code to understand much better. Okay, so now we can understand with respect to the gold, okay, silver is linearly progressing, or with respect to silver, gold is linearly correlated. Remaining are seems to be negative with respect to the gold price. So here is a takeaway. It seems the silver feature is heavily correlated with the gold. So that was all about the EDA, okay, what we performed till now. Now let us go to perform some feature engineering on the given data set. We can perform following steps in feature engineering, okay. Now as per the exploratory data analysis, okay, there is no unwanted column present in the given data set to remove, and no missing value. And yeah, we see some outliers in the USA and silver, okay. So the outliers we are not going to remove, okay, for this case. Let us copy the data frame into the new data frame, okay. In our exercise, we are not going to take the date feature, so and hence we are dropping it. Okay, so here is the command to drop the feature. Now we are done with the EDA and the feature engineering. The next step would be the splitting the data set into training set and test set. Okay, so here is a piece of code to split the data set into training set and test set. Let us see the length of the training set, length of the test set. Okay, so we can see these many features are available. So before building a model, okay, we'll try to implement the model selection technique, okay, on multiple algorithms, and we'll find the best score, okay, which gives the best score to the given data set, okay, and based on the best score, we'll take that algorithm and build the model. So in our case, we are going to take three algorithms, okay, decision tree, XGBoost regressor, and the random forest, okay, and using a model selection technique like grid search CV, we can perform model selection and find the best algorithm with optimized parameters. Okay, so here is a code to apply the model selection technique. So these are the algorithms, and these are random parameter values for each algorithm. Okay, we will iterate and apply the model selection technique using grid search CV on each model, and we'll store the best score and the best parameter for respective models. Okay, now run this below code to find the best model and with its score and parameters. So here is the result. Okay, we can see the best results coming for the decision tree and XGBoost regressor with these optimized parameter values. Okay, so we will be taking XGBoost regressor model or algorithm to build the model. Okay, so here is the syntax to initialize the model, okay, with the parameters. Now let us train the model using fit method. Now we can find the score of this model. So it gives the best score of the 97 and 98.7 percentile. Now let us predict the test set. So here is the predicted values, and here is the actual test values. That's all, guys. I hope you understood how to perform the EDA and build the model to predict the gold price. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.